All right, here we go. Okay, so we have author Tammie Rivers. Would you like to tell us the title of your book and what your book is about?
Sure. The title of it is Second Fridays. I don't know if you can see it. Sipping Pain. It is loosely based off of 4 female friends and the joys of life, and then like with all of us, things started happening within our lives. Each couple is facing something different. Infidelities, trust, a baby outside of wedlock. It's just a combination of a lot of things that happens to us in real life and how they manage to get through their friendship.
Okay. How many books have you wrote?
This is the first one I've actually published. The first book I wrote after my divorce. Once I completed it, I didn't feel the need to publish it because it was kind of loosely based off of my life. And at that point, I was like, there's no need to complete it. So for me, I felt like it served as therapy. So this is my second book that I've written, but the first one that I published.
Okay.
And the sequel to this book is due in December.
December. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, so we won't have to wait long after.
No, I do believe in 6 months in between. I released this one in June.
Okay, and when did you finish writing that one?
In May.
In May? Oh, nice. I finished
writing it in May because in May I started editing, book cover design. So at the end of May I had it finished. So I went live June 8th.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Were any of the characters inspired by a real person?
This is what I did. I get asked this question a lot. The main character is Nadia, and what she went through in her marriage kind of mimicked some of the things I endured.
Okay.
So what I did was for myself, I took a piece of my personality and I put it in each of the female characters. I gave Nadia, who went through the things in her marriage that I did. Paige had my bougie tendencies that I have. Okay. Sandra had I'm always down for my friends, part of me. And then Sabrina was the laid back version of me.
That sounds very interesting.
Mm-hmm. So I scattered me throughout each character.
Okay. Do you have a favorite season to write in, or do you just write?
I really don't have a season. It just hits me.
Hits you.
I am that person that if I'm not able to sleep and something hits me 2:00 in the morning, I have to get up.
Okay.
I have to get up and pen it. If not, I'll lose it. So it's whenever. In my phone, I have notes. And if I'm in a doctor's office and something hit me, I have to write it.
Okay.
I have to do it right then.
Okay. Do you see yourself writing a part 3? Is this going to be like a long series? Or?
No, this is it. The people that have read it, I've gotten great feedback because one of the characters in the book, Derek, he's the nemesis. Not too many people fond of him, and I asked my readers for suggestions. And the main suggestion is you're going to kill him? Okay. Kill the character off. No, I'm not. But I've had a lot of people ask for a background book on Derek. So I have thought about doing a backstory just to focus on why he is the way he is. Okay. But that's still up in the air. And if I do a part 3, it would be that based off his life.
Okay. Okay. What has influenced you the most as a writer?
Oh, what has influenced me the most? It's kind of tricky, but for me, I would just say getting it done. I've always loved writing, and I have a daughter. She's 17, my little girl. And I've always been, if I tell her something, I have to lead by example. And she never really knew that she knew I loved to read, but she never knew I liked writing.
Okay.
And when I finally told her that Mom is working on a book, that kind of pushed me to go forward because I never wanted her to say, okay, well, you didn't finish that book you wrote. Okay. So that was my push because she always tell me, because I never forget, I hadn't touched the book in about 3 months. I hadn't did anything. And she said, Mama, you haven't looked in your book? I said, I'm tired. I don't even think I'm going to do it. She ended up, it's like roles reversed. She gave me a lecture.
Okay.
So she actually pushed me through the process. So she's my motivation. She influenced me and she kept me going because she would throw it back in my face, things that I told her. Well, you say it and then it's over from there. So I had to finish it. She pushed me through this process. She did. And I've always had a passion for reading and a passion for writing since childhood.
Okay. Now, as a reader, do you have a favorite author?
Oh, I have plenty.
Okay.
I love the late, great Elin Harris. I had the opportunity to meet him in November. No, I was born in August. It was a month after my birthday. September 1987, he signed my book, I went to a book reading of his. I love Terry McMillan. She was probably the first author I fell in love with. The first book I've ever read of hers was Mama, the book
Okay.
Mama. Love that. I love the late B.B. Campbell Moore.
Okay.
And I just found Adrienne Thompson on Amazon. I've pretty much read all of her work. But,
Really?
and then I love Toni Morrison.
Okay.
My favorite book of hers is The Bluest Eye.
Yes. She's one of my favorites too. And Elin Harris. B.B. Campbell Moore. I have to look her up.
She wrote a couple books. One that I can think of is Sweet Summer, Growing Up With or Without My Dad.
Okay.
She wrote quite a few that I love.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add about your book?
I think you all will enjoy it.
Yeah,
for me, so I was really, really nervous to release it because, it's sort of like giving your baby to the world. But the feedback I've gotten so far has been nothing but positive. Okay. I've released it in June. Thus far, I've accumulated 44 reviews on Amazon. And to me, that feels like a million. I know it's only 44, but it's a million. I think people tell me that they can relate to each character. Either they were not, or they knew somebody in a situation like not, or they had the mentality like Paige was. She treated her marriage like a business relationship opposed to a marriage. So it's a lot of real life things that's in it. And that was the whole goal, that anyone could pick this book up and say, I was that person, or I've experienced this, or I know someone who has. I wanted it to be relatable.
Okay. I think that these kind of books make the best book club discussions, because I get to ask, which character are you? Did you see yourself in? So I think, reading this is going to make a good discussion. Now, where can we find your book? Where can we purchase your book? Amazon.com.
And also I just, my website, you can get a hard copy on my website. It's Author Tammie Rivers.com. Okay. And then the e-version as well as paperback is available on Amazon as well.
Nice. Thank you. We do have a lot of ebook readers as well. Okay.